Good morning. It's 11:30 here in Covington, Kentucky. Busy, bustling morning. People are going on their way. So am I. I have 30 minutes until I check out. And then I have a couple hours until my Uber gets here. And I will be back to Cincinnati bus station. So try this again. So yesterday morning I got to the hotel around 8 something in the morning. I slept for a little bit, took a bath, cat was relaxed, watch a movie. I'm calling Greyhound. I hadn't heard anything all day about the Uber that was supposed to pick me up last night and take me back to the Greyhound station, which is in Cincinnati. So I had the front desk call and try to find out information on a cab just in case. And they were like, oh, by this time it was like 10 o'clock and the bus leaves at 11:10. And he's like, well, they booked you until noon tomorrow, which is today. But I had already been told by the lady at the Greyhound station that I would just stay, yesterday, and then in the evening the Uber would pick me up and take me back there for the bus. They rescheduled my ticket and everything. Now Greyhound paid for this room, paid for the Uber yesterday. I'm so I've been traveling for 3 days. I can't even keep track of the days anymore. My sleep's been all erratic, but I feel good now. Anyways, so yada, yada, yada. Finally, time for the bus. I'm like, well, I got the room. I'm safe for the night. I'm just going to have to see what I can figure out on my end. And if I have to eat the cost of something else, then so be it. But I'm not missing this bus. I'm already a day behind now, and it's Greyhound's fault. They were 3 hours late in Atlanta. And then when all of us got there from Atlanta in Cincinnati, everyone had to reschedule their tickets. Now, other people that were going other places had earlier buses, but mine wasn't until 11 o'clock that night. And at this point, we had just gotten in at 1:30 in the morning. By the time I got up to the ticket counter, it was 5:30 in the morning. And the ticket agent said, we're going to get you a hotel room, blah, 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 because the only bus we have for you isn't until 11 o'clock. Okay, great. Got here, great. I love the room. The staff bent over backwards to try to help me because they have a no pet policy. But since my situation being stranded basically and not having contact information for anybody at Greyhound, plus my cat being an emotional support therapy animal, they talked to their supervisor and okayed it as long as I went across the street and got litter, which I did, and she's been fine using it. She's already litter trained. Anyways, so I signed up on the Uber app, and I'm like, I'm just going to check their rates because taxi cabs are astronomical anymore. And this is about a 20-minute ride. And I'm trying to budget what cash I do have remaining because I tried to time everything so that when I get up north, I still have another paycheck coming in. But that's not until 2 weeks from last Friday. So I'm trying to save every penny. And Greyhound doesn't understand that. Now I had to pay $40 for an Uber today after I leave the hotel. And not just that, but my time and energy. Now I will have to sit at the Cincinnati station from about 2:30 this afternoon till 11 o'clock at night with my cat, and there's nothing around there. All they have are $1.50 canned sodas behind the counter and a bathroom. That's it. So the extra cost in every way, are they going to compensate me? Probably not. The last Greyhound I took going to Florida from Pennsylvania, my dad got the ticket for me, and the bus never showed up 2 days in a row. And after them changing my ticket and this and that, not charging the fee and blah, 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 it ended up costing my dad with 2 nights of a hotel room because I was stranded in Pennsylvania in a city where I didn't have anybody, any car, any money, nothing. So it ended up costing him $500 between the ticket and 2 nights in a hotel. Plus, he sent me a little cash to have to travel with last year when I came down here. So after this trip and this fiasco, which my son now had to put his plans on hold because I'm a day behind, and it's like they have no consideration and they're supposed to be serving the customer, which is me. And yeah, they got the room, got the Uber, but they guaranteed me that everything was going to be taken care of. And I asked her specifically about the return ride here because I'm nervous even just with past things happening. So yes, everything's taken care of. You'll get a text, blah, 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 blah. Okay. No, and then there's nobody to call to rectify anything. So anyways, long story short, too late, I know. It's going on noon. I've got to check out, and then that's my day. And I'm going to see what I can do about getting at least compensated for the Uber trip. But if not, oh well, it is what it is, and money's replaceable just like everything else. So I'm not too worried about it. We're just kind of going with the flow. I'm not letting myself get all bent out of shape or anything. I'm just handling things as they come, rolling with the punches, as they say, or the bitch slaps in my case, I should say. And that's that. I'm enjoying my little balcony moment here before I put my babes back in her carrier, which she doesn't really like at this point anymore. I can't blame her. If I was her, I'd be frantic, and she's not. She's handling it like a champ. So for a 16-week-old cat to be at stations with people and loud buses and trucks and in a carrier and wearing a harness and riding on a bus she is handling it like a champ, and I'm so super proud of her. And that's part of the whole point of having a support animal for people who have disabilities. I don't like to refer to them as disabilities, but the world does. So for the world, we'll say disabilities. You're welcome, world. But yeah, we feed off of each other's energy. I calm her just as much as she calms me. And I was almost in tears yesterday with everything, and I didn't shed one. Had I not had her with me, I don't think I'd be able to say the same. So I'm going to head back in, and here's one more shot of Covington, Kentucky. And I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world.